Hey friends, Shay here. So we're here to do my manga login haul today. We're not going to be in the car the entire time. I'm currently defrosting my car, so I figured I'd talk to you about the 9 volumes that I read first, since I don't really have any vlogs for December because other December content came your way, so I didn't worry about vlogs for the month. Kind of took the month off, and it felt really good. I'm feeling ready to vlog again. So, first things first, Delinquent Daddy and Tender Teacher Volume 2 was perfection. I loved it so much. This is an LGBT series that is criminally underrated. More people should be reading it. It is so sweet and full of conversations that are very important in like a single parent relationship kind of situation. So I 10 out of 10 recommend it because of that alone. I just noticed there's like snow on my glasses. Moment, please. The next volume I have here is Boss Wife Volume 7. I still love Boss Wife so very much. I can never get enough of this one. It really is just a really great Yakuza story about people who want to change what the Yakuza represents, and that's because that's what they were raised in. They didn't have a choice in the matter, and now they want to change things. So definitely recommend that. The next I have is The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses Volumes 3 and 4. I have been a little bit behind on the series, but I absolutely adore it. These two are so precious. I have up through Volume 7 now that I own. So I'll be reading more of that very, very soon. I'm currently working on a Volume 1 project, as I talked about in my reset. So once I get done with the Volume 1 project, we'll do that. The next is The Dragon Knight's Beloved Volume 6. I really love where Volume 6 went. I love how Melissa has more control over what's going on now. And I love that her partner, I forget his name, wants to give her that control and take care of her that way. It's brilliant. It's beautiful. Absolutely adore. Definitely recommend the series. One of my favorite joseis that I've been reading lately. Next, I finally did read Volume 2 of Honey Lemon Soda. It continues along the same vein. For me, this is like if Komi can't communicate and what's a good other contemporary high school comp? It's basically like Komi Can't Communicate meets shoujo is the easiest way to kind of describe it. I really love the progression of our heroine in this volume. The hero's just kind of there as an anchor for her right now. And I like that she's making the changes because she wants to make them. She's not making them for him. So that feels all really good. I'm really liking the direction. I have the next 2 volumes, again, kind of like The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses, will be catching up soon. And then I did read Koigakubo-kun, Stole My First Time, Volume 5. I continue to love the progression of this series. It's really sweet. I'm really enjoying it. Like a Butterfly, Volume 3, same thing. Volume 3 gave me life. It was so good. 10 out of 10 recommend the series. And then the last thing that I read in December was The Duke of Death and His Maid, Volume 9, which, again, absolutely love and adore. These two are chaos personified, and I love them for it. And it is just the literal best. So with that said, we will haul when I come back home. I'm off to go meet up with a friend and do some journaling. I might put in some B-roll from the little coffee shop we're going to meet up at, but we'll see. Anyways, if Ashlyn feels like saying hi, she'll say hi. By the way, I'm meeting up with Ashlyn over at Ashlyn Kaylee. I'll leave her linked down below. She's got an amazing channel. Her growth has been insane this year. She's really sweet and really kind, so go give her some love and tell her I say hi.
One eternity later.
Hello, so I'm back. We are here to finish out this video. So I am going to show you all the manga that I ended up buying in December. It was way more than I wanted it to be. Like, I went a little nuts. I was having kind of a depressed month and ended up spending more than I wanted to, which is why I've implemented a budget for 2024. So with that said, I'm going to quickly talk about the two that were sent to me as gifts first, and then we'll move on from there. So the first one I've got here is Hide and Seek Volume 1. This is a series that I actually read for the old Thirsty Thursday manga book club I used to help run with some friends. And I just had bought it digitally, but I knew I wanted to own it physically because this is one that I've revisited several times digitally. And Lindsay kindly picked up the first volume for me, so that was really sweet of her. These are sealed because they are Sublime, and Sublime tends to seal things for our pleasure. And then she also sent me Holic Omnibus number 3. This is a series I really love. I should revisit the first 2 omnibuses before I read this one because it's been a minute since I've read any in the series. But Holic is a series by Clamp that kind of ties together all of their franchises. And I believe his name is Watanuki. Yeah, Watanuki is an amazing character, as well as, what's her name? Her, the pretty girl. I can't remember her name right now. Clearly I need to reread this. But yes, so this includes volumes 7, 8, and 9. And I do own the first 2 omnibuses already. So very excited to reread and continue on with Holic. So one thing I just realized I haven't done is given you my stats for December. So let's quickly do that. It wasn't a lot. So in the month of December, I only read 9 volumes. I read 3 shonen, 3 shoujo, 2 josei, and 1 yaoi with an average rating of 4.67 stars. So it was a very good reading month with what I sat down and read, but I just didn't sit down and read a lot. I do have quarterly and end of year stats also done, but we're not going to talk about those in this video. They're going to have their own video along with the book stats. So we'll talk about that in another video. So let's get to the other things that I ended up purchasing for myself because I had no self-control in the month of December. So first up, How I Met My Soulmate. This is the new series by Anashin, who did Waiting for Spring, which is one of my favorite shoujo series ever. So having a new series from them featuring slightly older characters, if I remember right. Yeah, these are college age kids. So I say kids because I'm almost 40. So people who are out of high school in their adulthood, like, it's going to be way more fun, I think, for me. So I am very excited because Anashin's art, I love that they got the bigger trim style because Anashin's art is beautiful. So very, very excited. Next here, I have Inside the Tentacle Cave. I have since read this since I purchased it. It'll be in my volume 1 vlog that you'll see soon. Needless to say, it won't be staying in my collection. This one ended up having some things that bothered me quite a bit, and they don't seem like things that will be going away anytime soon. So that's where we're at with this one. Lord Hades' Ruthless Marriage Volume 1. So I am very happy to have read this. It's only going to be a 3-volume series, and this does play with the Hades and Persephone trope where Cupid shoots Hades with the arrow to make him fall in love, and then he accidentally sees Core/Persephone, and things go from there. So I'm interested to see this particular take. I don't always love the Cupid style trope, but so far this one is working really well for me because it has more of that slow burn element. It's not like instantaneous, so that's why it's working better for me. So very excited to see where this one's gonna go. Then we have Marriage Toxin Volume 1. This one is a little bit different than I thought it was going to be, so definitely tune into that Volume 1 vlog since I've already read this one. Essentially in this one we are following a man who is a poison master. Poison master, I said that right. And his family is kind of forcing him to produce heirs and keep the family line going. And this is kind of the adventure on how that's happening. It's a little bit quirky, and again, not exactly what I was expecting. This is a Shonen Jump title, not like a Shoujo Beat title. And so expectations should be different as you go into this one. But again, for more of my full thoughts, we will talk about it in my other video. Next is Cat on the Hero's Lap Volume 1, another one that I've read for that video. y'all know this is precious. Like, you can see it on my face. So just know that this one is very precious, and I do recommend. Next, we have We Started a Threesome, Volume 1. And this is another one that I read for that video. And I'm going to strictly leave my thoughts to that video because it's a lot to unpack in a haul. So please check out that video. It's going to be up relatively soon. I'm going to read a little bit more for it, and then I'm going to get that edited and up for you guys. So yes, I enjoyed this, but I don't think everybody is going to. That's all I will say here. Check out that video when it's up. Next, another volume 1 that I've read for that video is Pink Heart Jam. This is a new Sublime title that came out in December. Everybody and their dog was talking about how excited they were about this. The art in this is absolutely stunning. This was originally sealed, so I will not show you any of the panels, but it is very, very good. I am very interested in the direction of this particular one. I think it's going in a good way that I'm really going to enjoy. Next, I have Seventh Time Loop. Oop, it's upside down. Volume 4. Very excited to continue on with this particular isekai. It's been working really well for me, so very excited to keep going. Next, I have the final volume of Beyond the Clouds. This is a art style that is very Final Fantasy meets Studio Ghibli. This story has been super sweet and super cute the whole way through, and I'm very excited to see how it's going to end. I am sad this is only a 5-volume series, especially since we've had such long waits in between the last couple of volumes. But again, I plan on rereading the first 4 before I read this one, so I kind of read it as a whole experience, because I'm learning that on these shorter series, that's the way I should be doing it. So I'm going to do that for this one. If you want a dedicated vlog for that, let me know down below, because I'd be happy to do that for you. Another final volume is, as far as I remember, is volume 3 of Sunbeams Under the Sky. This is that twin swapping manga that I read and I've really enjoyed. So again, another one that's very short and very exciting. It doesn't say final volume on it. I'm going to double check the end real quick. Yeah, Sunbeams in the Sky end right at the back. I didn't have to spoil myself or anything, so that's good. Next up, I do have Insomniac's After School Volume 4. This is a series that is amazing. It's a shonen title that talks about 2 kids who have sleeping problems, so they kept like falling asleep at school, and they end up finding this place to kind of sneak away to sleep, and then they get caught and they end up making like a school club out of it, and it's just really sweet and really fun. I've really enjoyed it so far. It's got very poignant moments within it, and I'm having a good time. Next, I have Scribbles Volume 2 by Kaoru Mori. You all know I love Kaoru Mori's art, so this is just a given. Anything by her I will purchase, I will pick up. I still am waiting on a Volume 1 of Emma. I keep not being able to get it. Like every time I try to order it, it cancels the order, and so I'm working on that, but Emma will be happening soon. And then I do have The Ice Guy and the Cool Girl Volume 2. I adored Volume 1 so much. This is a story that I love and adore, and I'm so excited to have the next volume. I will be reading this in short order because I love them so much. And then I have another final volume, and that is, the 2 of them are pretty much like this. Now this is a series that I kind of hemmed and hawed over until the 3rd volume. So again, I think I will reread those 3 and then read this final volume, which is fairly chunky, which is kind of nice because it means they took the time to finish the story properly, and you get a few extras, I'm guessing. So very excited to see where these 2 end up in the end. I'm guessing they end up married, but we'll see. Next, I have Fiancé Chosen by the Ring Volume 5. So very excited to see where this one continues to lead. This is a really sweet and really cute series that I've loved. Next here, I have Volume 6 and Volume 7 of The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses. This is just a really sweet, really cute teen blushing crushy romance, and it just makes me smile. It's not anything new, it's not anything earth-shattering or groundbreaking, and that's exactly how I want it to be. Sometimes I just want a really sweet, really cute story, and this gives me that. Next, I have A Condition Called Love Volume 5. I have read a bunch of these digitally, so I'm just slowly collecting them physically now. I love this series so much. Megami Moreno is one of my favorite mangakas. They also did Wake Up Sleeping Beauty, which I've done several videos about on this channel. I'll leave one of them linked in the corner for you, but again, I really love their storytelling. This is so sweet. I love it so much. Next, I have Demons of the Shadow Realm, Volume 3. This is the new series coming out by Himuro Arakawa, who does Full Metal Alchemist. I'm really loving the direction of this so far. This definitely has some like elements and ties of what they've done with Full Metal Alchemist. So if you are a fan of Full Metal Alchemist, I highly recommend picking this one up because I think you will thoroughly enjoy it. PSU, I think you'd like it too.
Excuse me?
The new series by the person doing Full Metal Alchemist, I think you'd like it.
Do they have an anime yet?
I doubt it. There's only 3 volumes out so far.
No, wait.
Okay.
If it's any good, it'll have an anime.
Okay, sounds good. All right, the next one I have here is Bergamot and Sunny Day. This is another Love Love Tokyo Pop title. This one looks really sweet and really cute. You know, has the coffee shop vibes, so I'm just here for it. It's going to be a sweet, fun, good time. So that's all I need to know about this one before I dive into it. Oh, it looks like a rich man, like a rich guy and a poor guy, like the guy who works at the cafe. So that could be very interesting. So we'll see how that goes. Alrighty, next here I have The Secret of Friendship. This is a 1-volume title. So it's saying BFFs before BFs. So like best friends before boyfriends. So the story about 2 pairs of friends, what makes their relationship special. You can find the secrets of their friendship. So I'm excited to see how this one's going to go. I think it's going to be a good time. I've heard good things from the few people who have read it that I know so far. So it's going to be a good one. Next here, I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone a little bit with this one. I can't lie. But this is one of the ones that I'll be reading for that video that I've mentioned many times in this video already. And that is Lonely Castle in the Mirror, Volume 1. I know that the novel for this is classified as horror, but I've heard it's digestible enough and low-key enough that I won't, like, freak out over it. So I'm very excited to try this manga. The art style is absolutely beautiful. I don't see anything too, like, outside of what I would have read in, like, Phantom Tales of the Night or anything as I flip through. So I think I'll be okay, but I'm very excited because I've heard nothing but praise for this particular story. Because it is based on, like, a translated novel, and it's just slowly been working its way in all of the formats here, which I'm here for. Another one that I'm very excited about is I Married My Female Friend, Volume 1. I believe this is the same mangaka that did Donuts Under a Crescent Moon, if I remember correct. So again, that's another series that I really loved. So I'm excited to see where this one's going to go because look at them. They're already adorable. Then I've got The Eccentric Doctor of the Moonflower Kingdom, Volume 4. I'm excited to keep going with this series very, very much. If you like something like The Apothecary Diaries, I think you're going to really like this one. And this one's got a little more of a quirky element. It's a little more quirky, a little less serious, but I still am really enjoying it. So the next one I have here is Kaiju number 8, Volume 9. This is a series that I really love and adore as well. And I'm really excited to continue. I am a couple of volumes behind. But again, I've talked about how I'm going to be catching up on a bunch in the next, like, quarter. So this is one of those series that I'll be catching up on. The next I have here is In the Clear Moonlit Dusk, Volume 6. It's Mika Yamamori. If you think I'm not going to pick it up, like, you're crazy. I love this series so much. It is so good so far. And again, another one I'm like a volume or 2 behind. So I do want to catch up and keep going here. And they're just so precious. I love them. And like, I love her feminine side that's coming out with him. And it's so precious. I love it. Next I have here, My Mate is a Feline Gentleman, the UK arc. Their story continues in this one. It's not like a volume 2 technically. It's just like more optional time with them. And of course I'm going to take it because I loved the first volume. Like I loved My Mate is a Feline Gentleman. So I'm really excited to continue and see where this takes us. Next here, I have Something's Wrong with Us, Volume 18. There's potentially a Volume 19 from what I was seeing at the back of this. So we will see how this goes. Again, another one I'm catching up on very, very soon. And then I picked up Volume 10 of The Duke of Death and His Maid. I really love this series. It's a weird, ecchi little thing that I just love and adore because at the core of it, it really is quite precious. It's just precious while also being pervy. So if you're all right with that, then this is for you. If not, then go ahead and pass on this one because yes. Next I have Nina the Starry Bride Volume 2, another one that I've already read, but I'm now physically collecting because I love this series so much. Again, if you are a fan of something like Yona of the Dawn and you want something kind of similar, I think you'd really enjoy Nina the Starry Bride. It's a little bit different, obviously, in the actual story being told, but there are a lot of elements that I think are very well done that I think this is a good comp for. So, Nina, I'll read the Nina. And then I also have Like a Butterfly Volume 4. Y'all know I love this series. Like, I already talked about Volume 3 in this video. So, yes, of course I'm going to have Volume 4. All right, I've just got a handful more volumes and then we're done. All right, so, of course, Volume 19 of The Ancient Magus Bride. No one is surprised here. Like, this is the epitome of my manga personality. Of course I'm going to buy every volume as it comes out. That's that. Same with Don't Call It Mystery. This is Omnibus 5 and 6. I'm obsessed with the series. Of course I'm going to be reading this as quickly as I can. I just got to get my Volume 1 project done first, and then I'm going to be picking this up. Another favorite here is Cherry Magic Volume 9. Again, I love this series. It's a really sweet office romance that's a slow burn while also moving quickly, and I'm very excited to see where we keep going here. I wonder how many more volumes we're going to have of this. Like, I'm just wildly curious because they're so tiny. Next up, I have Ex-Yakuza and Stray Kitten. This is a really cute one about a former member of the Yakuza who's now running like this animal shelter, like cat cafe almost kind of thing, but it's more than cats. And it's really cute and I really love it and I cannot wait for more. And of course, I picked up Toilet Bound Hanako-kun Volume 19 because I'm trying to stay current on purchasing it. I just need to sit down and read a bunch of volumes of this one. Again, more in the catch-up. And then I've got Call the Name of the Night Volume 3. I love and adore this series, so of course I'm going to pick them up. Why Raeliana ended up at the Duke's Mansion Volume 5. I do not believe this is the final volume. I do believe there's more to this. So very excited to continue on with Raeliana. And then lastly for this haul is actually a webtoon that's being physically released that I love and adore, and that is True Beauty. So I'm not adding to my TBR with this one, which feels great. I'm so excited that they're physically publishing it because this is a beautiful story all around, and it's just enough mess for me that I love it. It's not like this perfectly wrapped bow kind of series. It's a little bit of mess. So with that said, that is everything for this particular video. Thank you so much for being here with me and watching me share my purchasing habits with you in this video. If you're here just because you love me, let's leave your favorite flower emoji down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.